Yeah, I would agree with that breakdown. And then to clarify too about Anubis, when I was surprised when you said they're the opposite. I agree, like the sites are definitely harder, but I was kind of like
Mhm.
labeling maps in terms of like take and hold maps, where like you have something like, so ancient, inferno, and vertigo. Like you have map control you can take and hold, and you gain advantages from, ramp on vertigo, uh, banana on inferno, and then ivy on, or mid on ancient. Like you can take and hold those give you advantages. And then I was like breaking down the other maps into like, they're a bit more reactive in the sense where like overpass is like reactive in the sense of rotates, like you have really fast rotates CT side. And then Anubis is reactive in the sense of reaggros, where it's like, because it's a 4 lane map. So I guess it's not really. I guess if you want to clarify even deeper, like what you said, it's more proactive, but it's not like,
Yeah.
it's not proactive in the sense of map control proactivity. It's more proactive in like reaggro, if that makes sense.
No,
Because
yeah, no, for sure.
the T's can't hold 4 lanes easily. Like
Yeah.
that's why it's like, oh, if you hear presence mid, yo, flash me B main, on Anubis.
Mhm.
So like, I guess if you were to break down all the maps, like nuke and overpass would be like reactive in the sense of like rotates, because like the rotates are really good for CTs. And then also overpass is really good for reaggros too, because that's also a 4 lane map as well. So it's like really hard for the T's to hold everything. That's why overpass is like so CT sided. And then you have
Yeah,
like
no,
other
that's
maps where it's like
that's sad.
take and hold, and like with map controls. So it's like take and hold, react reactivity with rotates, and then reactivity with reaggros. That's kind of like, I tried like classifying all the maps, and that's kind of like the 3 categories I got. I don't know if you would agree or add to that or take
Yeah,
away.
I would definitely agree. Like in general, like I think you nailed it right in the head. Yeah, like obviously, like I was saying earlier, right? Like you don't have to be locked into only this to play the map, but
Yeah.
you do have to understand the maps and like what things work for a reason on each individual map, right? Like for example, like you saw an overpass, right? Here's an example, right? Like I know like when I play overpass on my team, and I know that like we, I know like let's just say that we're playing a team that I just know that like we're better than, right? Like I know for me that T side overpass is actually going to be really easy because they're gonna throw, right? Because they're
Mm-hmm.
like they think they gotta play for a party every round, like you're saying. They're trying to flash peek this. They're always pushing, trying to do something like that, and it's like it's very easy for me as a caller to just like pick them apart, because like I know they're gonna make this mistake, right? Um, so on a map like Overpass, for example, right? It's like, yeah, it's good to have like these little pocket pieces of aggression in your repertoire, taking short, double peeking long, whatever the case might be. But it is definitely Overpass is like a map that if you ever want to be a good Overpass team, you gotta master the reactive CT
Yep.
style of play because the map is just too CT sided. Like you're literally shooting yourself in the foot if you're just pushing every round on overpass because you're giving the T's like the easiest way to win the round. If you don't give them anything, it's super hard for them to do anything, right? So
Yeah.
I think you, in terms of those like categorizations, I think you nailed it right now.
Okay, cool. I just wanted some feedback on
Yeah,
ECL, IGL, and that take of mine.